Now, an Emeritus Newsbrief, I'm Lynn, Huston. It was a bad day for President Obama's cabinet nominees, Health and Human Services Secretary Tom Daschle and Efficiency Czar nominee Nancy Killefer. Both withdrew their nominations over tax issues. Democratic leaders say Daschle probably would have been confirmed, but he notified the president he felt he would be a liability. During an interview on CNN's AC 360 with Anderson Cooper, the president took responsibility for his administration's problems with cabinet nominations.
I take responsibility for the appointees.
What was your mistake letting it get this far? You should have pulled it earlier?
Well, I think my mistake is not in selecting Tom originally, because I think nobody was better equipped to deal both with the substance and policy of healthcare. He understands it as well as anybody, but also the politics, which is going to be required to actually get it done. But I think that, look, ultimately, I campaigned on changing Washington and bottom-up politics. And I don't want to send a message to the American people that there are two sets of standards, one for powerful people and one for ordinary folks who are working every day and paying their taxes.
Do you feel you've lost some of that moral high ground, which you set for yourself on day one with the ethics?
Well, I think this was a mistake. I think I screwed up.
New Hampshire Republican Senator Gregg has been nominated as Commerce Secretary. That with the deal that the Democratic governor of New Hampshire will replace Gregg with a Republican. Homeowners with modified or refinanced mortgages still having problems. A study by the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency says 53% of refinanced mortgages are in some stage of default after only 6 months. Economists say the redefault rate is a key indicator of rising unemployment and loan terms, which still may be too high for the borrowers. The Comptroller's next report is due at the end of March. Job discrimination cases filed in 2008 increased 15.2% over those in 2007 and 26% over 2006. This on top of 20% less staff since the year 2000 to process those complaints at the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. And that FDA investigation into the peanut butter company connected to the outbreak of salmonella has taken another bizarre turn. Investigators now say Peanut Corporation of America had another plant in Plainview, Texas, which it never told the feds about, which was not licensed to operate, nor was it ever inspected. The latest on the biggest issues and public policy at emeritusnews.com. That's an Emeritus News Brief. I'm Lynn, Huston.